They say you should not have any regrets in life. And although I tell myself that I don't, when it comes to business, yes, I do have a few regrets. And I want to share them with you, especially when it comes to my notary business, because I've learned a lot. And as a big sister, sharing my experiences and my lessons is very important. So take notes, because I am about to get so brutally honest what I regret and what I would do differently if I were to start my notary business in 2025. Number one, I'm just going to get straight into it. I regret listening so much to other people that it left me in analysis paralysis. And I continued to think that I had to study for loan signings. I had to study loan documents. It's funny to me now because it's not like none of this is true. You don't study. There's nothing to study except for your notary exam, and that's about it. Other than that, everything is straightforward. And it caused me to listening so much to other people. It caused me to just not do anything for months. After I got my notary commission, I didn't take on my very first assignment until maybe 3 or 4 months after getting my notary commission. And I know for a lot of you guys, you're like, that's a little bit. I've had my commission for a year or 2 years and you still haven't done anything with it. But I think that has to do with analysis paralysis. It really does. The other thing I really regret is jumping in too soon to buy what I thought was the necessary equipment. And the thing about it was, it left me with equipment that I didn't know how to work. And I thought that I was tech savvy, and I'm like, you know what, like if an issue comes up, let's Google it. Well, this was not something that I was able to Google. It was not Googleable. And I wasted a lot of time, paper, and ink trying to figure out my double tray printer situation. And it was all because I listened to other people, and I was like, well, they're saying that I need a double tray, that it's going to make my loan signings quicker. The other thing was I didn't have the laser, I had the inkjet. And so then I stopped myself. Once I got the double tray, I was like, shoot, I should have gotten a laser. I have an inkjet. I can't do loan signings. And like I said, it stopped me. I had gotten my very first assignment, and then I got so nervous that I dropped it. And so it was a lot of extra stress and anxiety when I could have just done things the simple way, used the printer that I already had because it worked well, and use the PDF page sorter. It took me a while to find the PDF page sorter, but once I did, I was like, okay, I'm not going back to dealing with technical issues and having technical difficulties right before an appointment. It's just not worth it. It's just not. Another regret that I have is not starting my Google business page ASAP and not doing updates on it so that I can get calls. It took me a while to realize that this business as a notary public and, promoting my notary services, I was not going to get clients just by word of mouth. And it wasn't going to come from dropping off my business cards and flyers, and yes, a part of it, but not all of it. And so that's when I was like, okay, I really have to start like something online where people can go on and they're gonna find me. Where is that? And I had started off with Yelp, and Yelp was okay, but I feel like when people are searching for a notary near me or notary services, they go on their phone. And the coolest thing about this is Google is already like implemented with like iPhones and stuff. Most people are an iPhone user. And when I created my Google business page, it was so easy to have people just like go onto their phone and search notary near me, and I would pop up. And obviously picking up the call has a lot to do with converting that into a paying client. But that's my biggest regret, was just kind of leaving that. And I kept telling myself, like, I'll get to the Google business page eventually, but I never would. And yeah, for sure, if I would have started that sooner, I would have picked up my business a lot sooner. Now, here's the last thing I regret, and I want to share it with you because it goes hand in hand with this Google business page regret. I regret running ads before I knew how to run ads on Google, because it ain't easy. And I thought that it was like, oh, just like, I don't know what I thought. I always think that things are a lot easier than what they seem. Sometimes it works out for me, and other times, it just doesn't work out. And in this case, I spent about $150 total running ads, and I can guarantee you that I did not get a single call converted into a paying client from that. I didn't know this, but Google Ads has this thing where you're going to get charged like per click. Like I said, I'm not an ads expert. I need to hire someone to do the ads for me, but I didn't know this at the time. And so, yeah, my bill was like racking up, and I'm like, but why is it like getting so many hits, right? The ad, but I'm not getting as many calls, and I'm not able to convert these calls. And yeah, lo and behold, it was because there's like a click through, what is it called? Like a click through something, where every time someone clicks on it, you're going to get charged for it. I didn't know this, okay? But I regret it. So big regret. Do not go into ads unless you know how to work the ads, or unless you're going to hire someone to do ads for you. But yeah, it's been a journey, guys. We're almost at the end of 2024, and in June of 2025, it will be 4 years that I have been a notary public. It'll be 4 years that I've been in this business, and oh my God, I've learned so much. I went to a different state. I went off to Texas, and I took my notary business out there with me. And I did remote online notarization. My business has grown at a slower pace than I anticipated, but it's still growing. And I give myself a lot of grace too, because I'm raising 2 kids. They're 2 and 5. My 5-year-old, I did have him in ABA therapy full time, but now he's back home with me, and we are looking into homeschool. So I already know, like, my role as a mom is going to take a whole different, like, it's going to be a next level, just because I am going to be taking on, now the role of an educator, with the help of the schools. This business, like, I talk about it so much because, I don't know, it makes me emotional too, because I don't know what I would be doing if it wasn't for my notary business. Like, if I would have never started that, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would be doing. Going back to work is just it's not gonna happen. It's not because it's like I'm so prideful. No, it's just literally like, who's gonna take care of my kids? So that's where I'm at, and this notary business works for me. It works on the weekends. It works in the afternoons, in the evenings, early mornings, and apart from that, it's easy. So that concludes my video. Regrets that I have, and if I can go back, starting my notary business all over again, what I would do differently. I wish you guys so much success, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.